Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Community Safety Department invites the public to review the city's comprehensive community safety plan, which covers the next 5 years. The document got its start at the inaugural Peace on Purpose event hosted by the city 2 years ago. Led by the Community Safety Department, the Peace on Purpose movement has focused on collaborating with residents, community groups, nonprofit agencies, and governmental entities. The goal is to develop a new approach to reducing violence in Greensboro. This includes engaging residents from neighborhoods across the city to listen to their concerns and involve them in formulating viable solutions. Community Safety Director Letitia McNeil said this 5-year plan was created with input from the community. The city and its partners are committed to working collectively to achieve holistic safety for all Greensboro on each block and in every neighborhood. The Community Safety Plan is focused on violence prevention, intervention, and interruption. Centered on the belief that lasting change requires community-wide collaboration, the 2030 plan outlines priorities, action steps, timelines, and progress reports. The Community Safety Department serves as a hub for community partners to co-create public safety solutions. To review the comprehensive Community Safety Plan, visit the city's website. The City Manager's Office invites the public to join the community road trip to learn about Greensboro's plan to add 10,000 housing units by 2030. The meeting will take place from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday, June 26th at the J. Douglas Galleon Depot. The free event is open to all, and a children's area will be available. The open house format will allow attendees to visit tables and ask questions about this initiative and other housing topics. Hear from the City Manager's Office, Housing and Neighborhood Development, Transportation, Development Services, and the Transit Department. Food trucks will be on site. The Road to 10,000 initiative is designed to increase housing capacity in Greensboro by supporting the development of 10,000 housing units by 2030. This initiative will leverage a coordinated strategy to engage public and private stakeholders. The goal is to expand housing options across all price points and housing types, streamline development processes, and foster broad community engagement. The community road trip is a floating event. Feel free to arrive at your leisure. The J. Douglas Galleon Depot is located at 236 East Washington Street in downtown Greensboro. Water Resources Department published its annual Drinking Water Quality Consumer Confidence Report. The document confirms the city's drinking water is safe and meets or surpasses all state and federal standards. The report is available in English and Spanish on the city's website. It can be accessed via the direct link or by scanning the QR code displayed on the postcard, which was mailed to all Greensboro water customers. The report includes water quality lab data collected from January 1st to December 31st, 2024, plus results from earlier sampling periods as required. It describes drinking water sources, testing conducted on the water, substances detected, health effects information related to violations of drinking water standards, and other important data. The city performs more than 400,000 tests annually and regularly monitors drinking water to meet state and federal regulations. The annual Drinking Water Quality Consumer Confidence Report demonstrates compliance with standards set by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality's Division of Water Resources. A limited number of hard copies are available at the Melvin Municipal Office Building, the J. Edward Kitchen Operations Center, and Greensboro Public Libraries. To receive a copy of the report, complete the request form on the city's website or call the contact center at 336-373-2489. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's News for Your Health.
Hi, my name is Dr. Soldatova.
I'm Dr. Joshua Parker.
We are talking about wearables such as smartwatches and how they can benefit your health.
There's a lot of options out there that are all appropriate.
Any wearable has a certain set of features that can be useful for screening and monitoring.
The watches are generally focused on that, tracking heart rate specifically.
You can gain some insight into your heart rate, fitness level, and sleep patterns, which can be helpful just for overall health monitoring.
I think these devices are great supplements to getting traditional care, and I do think they give patients some level of control over their care or feeling more involved in their care.
When it comes to sophisticated tracking of health data, smartwatches like Apple Watch is probably on the top of the list. So if your goal is to gain more information about your heart rate, oxygen levels when you sleep, sleeping patterns, that's probably the best one to buy.
We're able to have our patients send us that information. Now we can get data throughout the year in different settings, and that can be very valuable for us in terms of coming up with treatment plans.
Keeping in mind that it's only a screening tool and not a diagnostic gadget.
On your Apple Watch, it shows that you had an episode of atrial fibrillation, and I look at it and it's real, then we can start treatment effective immediately.
So definitely look at multiple products available for sale and decide which one best fits you. It's not always the most expensive one.
The county's Division of Public Health is offering free mobile health clinics throughout the summer, and find out how you can participate in a community service that benefits local creeks. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Guilford County Division of Public Health is hosting community mobile clinics in Greensboro throughout the summer months. Clinic services include the following vaccinations for children and adults: measles, mumps, and rubella, COVID-19, mpox, and flu vaccinations through June 25th. A1C tests and blood pressure checks will also be available. A parent or guardian will need to be present with children at the time of the visit. Mobile clinics will be held on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the following scheduled dates and locations: Glenwood Branch Library at 1901 West Florida Street on July 2nd and July 30th. McGirt-Horton Branch Library at 2501 Phillips Avenue on July 9th and August 6th. Hayes Taylor Memorial YMCA at 2630 East Florida Street on June 25th, July 23rd, and August 20th. The Division of Public Health requires you to bring health insurance information, including Medicaid and immunization records, to the clinic. Greensboro water customers can monitor their water usage and possibly reduce their water bill thanks to an online customer portal called GSO WaterWise. Customers may access the new portal from both a mobile device and desktop computer. GSO WaterWise allows you to sign up for paperless billing and make one-time or recurring utility bill payments. Other features include customized usage alerts, 24/7 access to water usage data, and personalized tips to help conserve water. Customer Service Manager Mark Chester said GSO WaterWise is supported by the city's upgrade to smart meters, reflecting the city's commitment to new and innovative technology as outlined in our strategic plan. The portal gives customers real-time insights to better manage their water use, detect leaks early, which saves money. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the average household can waste 90 gallons of water each day due to leaks. GSO WaterWise will detect unusual spikes in usage early on, helping to avoid an unusually high bill. To learn more or to register for GSO WaterWise, visit the city's website or call Mark Chester at 336-373-2639. The City of Greensboro invites the community to celebrate Guilford Creek Week from June 21st to June 27th. This is a collaborative effort with local government, businesses, and nonprofits aimed at highlighting the importance and benefits of keeping our local waters clean and healthy. To cultivate an appreciation of our waterways, the city's library, Office of Sustainability and Resilience, Parks and Recreation, Solid Waste and Recycling, and Water Resources departments will host various activities. Participate in a wetland program and cleanup, a recycling center tour, a drain marker event on the downtown Greenway, and a tour of the water treatment plant, just to name a few. All programs and activities are free, but registration is required for some of the events. For more information or to register for the Creek Week events, visit the city's website for a full listing of all local events. The City of Greensboro is a proud sponsor of the annual World Refugee Day event. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with the Human Rights Department and speak with the event organizer. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The City of Greensboro invites the community to attend the annual World Refugee Day event. This is a cultural experience you won't want to miss. Joining me now to give us an overview of the events happening at Hester Park is Jody Stanley. She is the International Support and Language Access Coordinator for the city. Hello, Jody. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Always good to see you. So we're talking about World Refugee Day. It is a global celebration of sorts. What does the day represent, and why is it important for us to celebrate here in Greensboro?
It's a day that's recognized around the world, so I think that is important to understand that it's sort of a universal global day. Set aside by the United Nations to recognize refugees, their courage, their tenacity, just the level of resilience that is seen in the refugee community. So about 123 million people are displaced from their homes. They've had to flee persecution, violence, many other situations, right? About 37 million of those have had to actually leave their country and set up their homes in another country. So they've had to actually flee the borders of their country. It's that bad. And of that, the interesting thing, Carla, is of that, only 1% of that 37 million is actually resettled in another country.
Wow.
So I think the important thing to understand is there are a lot of people out there that are really struggling and who've been displaced from their homes. And the 1% who are resettled in another country are very, very fortunate. Some interesting facts. Refugees, especially in the United States, are the most heavily screened. So some of them go up to 10 years worth of background checks, and their paperwork is screened very, very heavily. There's certain check marks that they have to fulfill before they're able to come into the country. So they're one of the statuses, they're one of the, as far as like entry points to the U.S., it's one of the most heavily screened. Did you know that refugees actually have to pay back their plane ticket for coming? Yeah, so it's really interesting. They do receive, agencies who resettle refugees get a little bit of funding to help them get on their feet. So we have several agencies here in Greensboro that started resettling the Montagnard people from Vietnam. So after the Vietnam War, these were folks that supported the U.S. military, and it was actually the Green Berets that advocated that they bring the Montagnard people over to the States, and they chose Greensboro as their home. So we've been a refugee resettlement community since the 80s, something we're really, really proud of. So the refugees that I know, I so admire their courage and their tenacity and everything they've been through to come and set up their home lives here and to contribute to Greensboro. Many of them started businesses. I think it's such a rich legacy to leave to Greensboro, and I love that we set aside a day to celebrate them.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Now this year you're doing something a little different. You're combining World Refugee Day with the elections for the International Advisory Committee. So tell me, what prompted you to host both of these on the same day?
So I think the idea was just to share resources, right? The International Advisory Committee election is a leadership election. So these folks represent the people to City Council and vice versa. It's something we do every other year. And this year we were really excited to combine the two events. Both are huge events, so why not capitalize on the audience that's coming? So we're really excited about combining them for the first time. This is a one-time thing, first time ever. So people can come and get it all at the same time.
In one location. Now tell us what day that's happening, because you will have voting open so people can elect the International Advisory Committee members. What do the people need to know if they're wanting to vote? Where are they going?
So it's Saturday, June 21st at the soccer fields at Hester Park. The address that we're giving is 935 Alanthus Street, and there's plenty of parking outside. People can come. The election itself runs from 12 to 3. The World Refugee Day event runs a little bit longer, from 11 to 3. Starts with a naturalization ceremony, so we get to see folks actually naturalizing and becoming U.S. citizens, which is such a heartwarming experience. Then we're actually going to have a flag ceremony where our soccer players, some of whom are police and fire and other staff from the city, are going to be playing the soccer game. They carry in these big flags to a song. It's just a really beautiful ceremony. And then there's the soccer game. Then we have things like face painting and activities for kids. We have food trucks. We have a hygiene item giveaway where people are going to, they just get in line and we give away these tote bags full of shampoo, soap, diapers. Everybody is welcome. If you need those things at home, we want you to come out. Whether you're a refugee and immigrant or not, we want you to come out and benefit.
Fantastic. And we do get lots of our employees to support that donation drive. Now, World Refugee Day has other ways people can support. So there's the hygiene donations. What else would you want folks to do?
Yeah, I think the most important way for us to support, Carla, is just by coming.
Yeah.
It means so much to see community members come out. There are going to be international performances. You know, there's going to be that soccer game. Bring your kids. Come out and buy something from the food truck. The police department's going to be there grilling hot dogs. It is a really incredible event. I think you can feel the energy. You're going to walk away with more than you came, whether it's a tote bag full of hygiene items or a free hot dog. That's classic international hospitality. So it's certainly something we would love to see you there. It would warm our hearts for the community to show up and show support for our immigrant refugee community.
Okay, so again, we're at Hester Park. Saturday, June 21st. All sorts of activities for adults, for children, all points in between, teenagers, seniors. We want everyone to come out and have a day of fun. And if they need more information, they can go to the city's website.
Yeah, greensboro-nc.gov/IAC. If they want to find all the information there. We've also got our World Refugee Day page set up on the Greensboro city website.
Okay, well, we are looking forward to supporting you, your team.
Thank
we
you.
Thank you for what you do to lift up our international community in very positive ways, and it's needed now more than ever. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Carla.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Cablecast. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Public Library, along with the Libraries Foundation and a host of community partners, will host the One City, One Book Community Read. The 2025 selection is the memoir titled My Father's List by Laura Carney. 54 adventures in 6 years is what journalist Laura Carney embarked upon when she discovered her late father's bucket list. With the help of family, friends, and even strangers, Laura found the courage to pursue her own dreams after realizing those of her free-spirited father. Greensboro Public Library Director Bridget Blanton said, "I listened to My Father's List as an audiobook, and Laura's voice truly adds a layer of emotional connection to this story. I'm thrilled Laura will be here to attend multiple events as she shares this life-changing experience." One City, One Book programming begins in September with a series of events, discussions, and readings. To reserve a book club set, please email the library staff. Since the inaugural offering of One City, One Book in 2002, more than 82,000 people have engaged in meaningful conversations inspired by themes in the selected titles. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here's some special events happening this week on the town. The Tanger Center welcomes a Tony Award-winning Broadway production of Some Like It Hot, June 24th through the 29th. The song and dance spectacular tells the story of two musicians forced to flee Chicago after witnessing a mob hit. With gangsters hot on their heels, they catch a cross-country train for a life-changing trip. Find tickets online at tangercenter.com. Help clean up Muddy Creek along the downtown Greenway June 26th as part of Guilford Creek Week. Wear closed-toed shoes and bring rubber boots or waders if you have them. Gloves, bags, and other cleanup supplies are provided. Online registration is required for this community cleanup for folks of all ages at guilfordcreekweek.org. Enjoy a night of smooth rhythm and blues when the Ladies R&B Kickback Concert comes to the First Horizon Coliseum June 28th. Kelly Price, 702, Cut Close, Changing Faces, and Sunshine Anderson are just some of the scheduled performers in what promises to be a memorable night. Visit gsocomplex.com for tickets. Creative Greensboro presents a musical adaptation of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, June 26th through the 29th at the Virginia Somerville Sutton Theater. With music and lyrics by Shayna Taub, this musical version of the classic play features 23 songs that combine the best of Shakespeare with the first woman to win a Tony Award in book and score. Find tickets at ticketsmetriad.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Water Resources Department will conduct its water quality preventative maintenance program in Southwest and Southeast Greensboro over the next several months. Posted signs will alert residents to maintenance activity in the area. The program will systematically move through the city, and you can follow the progress on the city's website. The program employs unidirectional flushing, a planned preventative maintenance method to improve water quality by removing accumulated sediment from the distribution system. The process involves closing valves to direct water flow to a fire hydrant and flushing the hydrant to remove sediment. While there should be no adverse effects to the system and the water remains safe, isolated areas may experience lower water pressure and discoloration. City staff monitors the water quality and pressure throughout the process. Crews will open hydrants and water will flow into the street. The hydrants will not be left unattended. If you experience discolored water or reduced pressure, call the Water Resources 24-hour dispatch line at 336-373-2033. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Community Safety Department. As a way to raise awareness about violence prevention, the Community Safety Department hosted the 3rd annual Peace on Purpose event on the first Friday in June. The event also kicked off National Gun Violence Awareness Month. Peace on Purpose presented an opportunity to connect residents with community-based organizations committed to violence prevention. The Community Safety Department serves as a hub for community partners to co-create public safety solutions. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol, plus GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.